Hey everyone, welcome back. So, I actually got a little update for you. Remember that Shuriken Rhino video from earlier today? Well, a viewer left an interesting suggestion a few hours ago for me to try this with the mecha set, so this is an update on how that went. If you want to check out the original build, click the card at the top right above. For now, we'll dive right into what's changed. You probably remember that the build didn't care much about your weapons previously, just that you wanted a viral primer. Our pet didn't matter either. Well, lucky for us, this means we can slap our Kubro right in. The only Kubro I actually have format enough to go is my Vizier Predazite, so that will be our example here. That said, you can use whatever Kubro you want to your taste. The important part are these mecha mods. I actually don't even have enough format to fully max these mods yet, but that's fine because we're only really here for the set bonus. The rest of the build is your standard support with the synth set for holster reloads on your two primers, fetch, link mods for survivability, some radar, lifesteal link, and bleed out reductions. I'll quickly show you the builds of my two primers here, but again, if you want a full explanation, check the original video in the card above. It's also linked in the description below. The only other thing that has changed is our frame setup, so let's take a look at that. All I've done is drop Augur Secrets and Growing Power for the two mecha mods. Conveniently, Mecha Empowered also increases your general damage taken against the marked enemy by an extra 150%, meaning it's even easier to kill them with the Shuriken. This technically makes it worth even more than Growing Power. Mecha Pulse will also grant you a ton of armor because it stacks for every enemy you nuked in that 30-meter radius. The buff lasts 20 seconds and a new enemy is marked every 12 seconds, so you can technically keep this up indefinitely. It will also scale nicely into our Aran skin cast if you use it after nuking. If you want more strength similar to the original build, you can drop Umbral Intensify for Blind Rage or Energy Conversion if you don't like dealing with conditional buffs. If you have an EV Trin on the team however, or some other energy farm, you can even just drop Fleeting Expertise for maximum firepower. So now let's test this out. Level 150 Drakkar Manic Bombards, because we have nothing tankier in the game. The rotation is the same, except we don't even have to proc Growing Power anymore since we don't have it. So Energy Conversion for Roarer, Arcane Arachne, and Vigorous Swap. Then epitaph a few things with the AoE and hit the marked enemy with the Shuriken. And that's it. Instant room nuke. Remember, this is a 30-meter radius. Even the furthest enemy to my right and left are only about 8 meters away. The back enemies are 12 meters away. This set bonus will apply the slash and viral DOTs to an area nearly 10 times larger than this. Take this clip on Steel Path for example. It's literal room nuking. The reason this works so well is because Ash's Shurikens have a 100% guaranteed chance of proccing slash. While the goal was to take a simple ability and nuke with it in Steel Path, I know this can't really compete with actual weapons. That said, I am glad that this meme build has come full circle and managed to find its own niche, however ridiculous it may be. There are a few downsides to this setup though. You only have nuking available when your Kubro marks an enemy and you have to actually reach and find it. This is only once every 15 seconds, so it does limit the potential of the build. That said, the mark does last 12 seconds and the blast is in a 30-meter radius. This is enough to instantly nuke the entire room in one go. It kind of reminds me of Eula's ult from Genshin Impact if you're familiar with it. Epitaph works extremely well because you can spread the AoE viral procs everywhere. You don't need to hit the actual marked enemy specifically, you can just aim in the general direction. By killing the enemy with the Shuriken, you will transfer all of those viral stacks, and the slash tick as well, which we've already shown that one single slash tick with his Shurikens is more than enough to kill everything instantly. So that brings us to the end of the Shitpost Shuriken adventure. If this is your first time watching, feel free to leave a like, or better yet subscribe. If anybody watching this can think of any other way I could still make this better, let me know down in the comments. 79.5% of you are not subscribed. I'm trying my best to get you new information out always as soon as possible. I'm even working on a video for the dev workshop on the gun and melee rebalancing. Stick around if you want to see the upload for that. I'm also preparing to get you the info first out once the Sisters of Parvos mainline drops. You don't want to miss out on any day 1 Ureli content, do you? That'll be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.